sorry, man. I had lost contact with you. I moved to the East Coast. I have to file my nails. I have to go take a pee. You got all these things you can say. Hey, I'll get back working on that, and we'll be up to speed.
I told him I'd send him a hard drive.
Yeah.
You know what the problem was? The problem was I wasn't drunk enough when he did this. About 2 or 3 beers later, I would have told him where he could have put his CDs. But we are live right now.
Gee whiz, there's a new media called. What is that called? Playing out your ass or something?
It's called butt CDs.
There you go.
You put
there
the
you
CD
go.
in your ass, and you make music. Oh man! And we are live on all channels, and Lulu is having none of this shit.
Okay, happy days are here again.
Lulu's got this look like I am having none of this shit. No, I am just over. Well, we've had our airing of grievances before the show, or one of us has had our airing of grievances before the show. No, I think we all had a little airing of grievances. Lulu aired about her Facebook friends. I aired about my...
Dude, no, I have a fucking rant. I have the biggest fucking rant there is about every fucking bitch out there right now.
And, yeah, we are going to tell you all about that.
Are.
Oh my god, because this is our favorite place to rant. It's the place that we call
insert title here.
The show that changes names so often, we put a placeholder in. But there's no placeholder in the rants. Oh no, the rants are brought to you live and in person and in your face. If we ever invent Spittovision, your TVs will start spraying at you as you watch these rants that are coming up.
With the virus going around, we don't want any spraying.
No, okay. No, we do have a firewall built in to make sure that all spray is sterilized on its way to you directly from Neo's mouth. But Lulu's mouth, I mean. So Lulu, let's have it.
Dude, this COVID-19 shit, people saying, oh, it's just the flu. It's not the fucking flu. It's not the fucking flu. It might spread like the flu. It might spread like the cold. It's not the fucking flu. It's nothing. The mechanism of it, it's not like the fucking flu. Okay? It might spread like the flu. It might spread like the cold. Okay? It might spread by the nose. It might spread like the mouth, like, the spit and everything. It's not. Okay? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wait a minute. So you're saying this is like the flu?
Oh, burn.
Okay, not the flu. Got it. So you have some friends that think this is the flu.
Yes. They called people morons. They called people with immune health deficiencies, immune suppressant deficiencies, fucking morons, because we're taking fucking precautions. I have type 2 diabetes, and I'm taking fucking precautions, and I'm trying not to freak the fuck out, and she's calling me a fucking moron.
Oh, man.
Okay. Well, we
Hey,
all...
it could be one thing worse, Lulu. One thing worse. I saw this tweet from this person that says, this isn't even real at all. It's just Satan trying to separate people.
Lulu,
it's Satan.
It's gonna be okay, Lulu. We're gonna get through this.
Yeah.
I'm not a moron.
No, you are. Anyone is the people calling you a moron are morons, and you know it. I got your back, and I'll kick anyone's ass that calls you a moron. And Brian will come
Right
help
on.
me.
Not a dummy. My mom's not a dummy. Her boyfriend's not a dummy. We all are diabetic. And we're trying to take precautions.
And that's exactly what we should be doing. There are everyone needs to be taking precautions because it's not just about you, it's about society as well, and high risk
Everybody.
people.
This isn't the flu. This isn't the flu.
That- It's going to be okay, Lulu. We're going to get through this. I think this would be a good time to go over some of the. First of all, this pallet of TP behind me. This is a joke. This is not a suggestion. Do not buy more TP than you need. Don't buy more supplies that you need. Other people need supplies too.
I mean, we can't
That's
find
right.
hand sanitizer. We can't find Lysol. We can't buy masks. And we're trying to stay calm. I'm trying to stay calm. Fuck, I have panic. I have PTSD. I have anxiety. And I'm trying to stay calm throughout this, and she's calling me a fucking moron. I'm not a moron. I'm trying to stay calm.
Hey, you're
and
not.
I can't.
No, Lulu, no. Lulu, forget them people. Because you know I'm not gonna say it. You know what type of people they are and who they worship. And they're all fucking morons. Stupid ass people. So you got nothing to fear from them or what they have to say.
I had no idea you were bottling this up. Let's go check out the messengers. Because you can write in the messengers. Let us know how you're
I'm
doing
sorry.
with
I'm
your precautions and COVID and all that. You don't need to apologize.
Yeah, and people freak out anyway. Which is why they're doing this mass buying and hoarding and shit. They do it every snowstorm. They do it, every disease that breaks out.
Now,
They do it everything.
Now it makes sense to stock up some, but I've read stories about people, and these are the type of people I'd like it if they would publish their addresses so I can go drive out there and knee them in the groin. Because there are people that they saw this coming and they started like mass buying Perel and things like that. And then Amazon is trying to crack down on the scalping and is blocking some of the sellers. Now, and now they're stuck with garages full of Purell that they can't sell for their super marked up price that they're claiming is fair because, well, it cost me a lot of money to get that all over here. And then I got to package it and turn it around. And so, my $20 price tag for a 99-cent bottle of Purell, it cost me like $16 to do. You're an idiot. Of course, blocking them from selling it doesn't help us get the supplies, though.
And you can make your own. It's easy.
Vodka? More vodka?
Actually,
I need vodka.
is too
I need
wimpy.
vodka.
Vodka is
No,
too
they
wimpy.
say
You need something stronger like Everclear.
Everclear. Okay.
Do they still sell that shit?
I don't know.
Yes, they do.
I know that's what my brother used to send me to the liquor store for.
Yes, they do still sell it.
My brother would be like,
So
buy me a bottle of Everclear. And I was like, dude, that stuff will fuck you up. He's like, no, man. I've been mixing it with Code Red. It's pretty good. And that'll last me a month. That'll last me a month. I buy in the bottle. I'm like, okay, you're good for a month. 6 days later.
And you're only going to use it to put on your hands. So, hey, no big deal.
Dude,
Now,
they
I don't know
dropped
if
the
you can get the aloe
intensity.
gel that you
It's
need
no longer
to
as
do the whole.
potent.
Sorry, I missed you?
Yeah, did you hear that? It's no longer as potent. They dropped
No.
the percentage rate. It's down to 150 proof.
That's fine
Do
still.
some fucking moonshine.
You want 70%. That's what you want, 70%.
Yeah,
70%.
75%, but yeah, that's what it's down to now.
Close.
I saw
Yeah,
a quote from someone that says, "Gee, funny how you all went from all your natural cleaners and stuff like that to Clorox like overnight."
Dude says,
Yeah, that's
dude,
funny.
dude says to check your tweets, Johnny.
Check my tweets. Okay, we're gonna look at the tweets. Oh, I see a bell lit up. Dude wrote in, "Yo, Johnny Gators, what did you say to Lulu to get that reaction?" And now you got your mouth open like, ugh, in that one. So that was before the breakdown. I titled this week's episode "For My Bunghole" because I thought we were going to talk about toilet paper.
I'm sorry. I know. I started.
It's okay.
I started off the. Oh.
This whatever, everyone's free to say whatever's on their mind and vent whatever they want to, and you're among friends here. It's been a tough time for you, and we'll get through this together. And if you need a roll of toilet paper, I don't know if I've got a coast-to-coast cannon working just yet, but as you can see, not only do I have an image of toilet paper on my couch, but I've also put the rolls up on the shelf. Although I got to say, I love going to the grocery stores, watching the people fighting over the toilet paper and going, yeah. How's that working out for you? I put a bidet in about 3 years ago. But you go ahead, you fight over those rolls of paper there. You have fun with that. I'm good. Here's the thing. Every house, just about every house, got a shower in it. Usually in the same room as the toilet. You just got to get up, waddle over a few feet. Well, you don't need to waddle because you just take the pants off. And get in the shower. And you're good. You might want a rag or two. And, throw that in the washing machine with some Clorox.
If you have a sprayer, that works better.
Yeah. You know, a lot of kitchen sinks have like that spray hose that you pick up. I don't know if you can reach that over into the bathroom, and I don't think you'd want to do that in the kitchen. I've not thought this through.
Yeah, you could sit on the kitchen sink.
No,
with your butt over.
No. The views of Brian does not reflect the views. Although,
Kiss wants to know. She says, "Tell me the objective of the stream."
the objective of this stream, entertainment, is the objective of this stream.
And Heat FM says, "Hey."
Hey, Heat FM.
Yeah, don't try any of this at home.
Don't try this at home.
Go to a neighbor's house and do it there.
Yeah, go somewhere else. It's like the upper decker. You don't try that at home. You do that at a friend's house that you never want to be friends with again. Right. You're familiar with the upper decker, right, Brian? We've educated you about the upper decker.
You're gonna have to refresh my memory and the memory of some of the viewers.
That's when you
Or
take.
listeners.
You know how you got the toilet bowl and you got the toilet tank. And normally you drop the deuce in the toilet bowl. Well, the upper decker is when you drop the deuce in the toilet tank instead.
Oh shit!
It's like 2,000 flushes. It's like 2,000 flushes blue, but with shit.
Warning! This could get a little sweary.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been described by Ian Lee as a bit sweary. So you know what? I ought to clip that I ought to clip they're a bit sweary and
Yeah.
and make like an opening segment to this with a disclaimer
Oh, fuck
Great
him.
idea.
and use that. I should do that. It only took me 5
Oh,
years to think
fuck
of that
him.
idea. No, I saw another great
Incidentally, did you watch Colbert Thursday night show?
No, I've not been catching.
Thursday night show was the first one without an audience, and actually what they did together was clip together the rehearsal. He came down to the level of our show. He was in.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
oh, he now Brian is driving to the DMV a few towns over
Yeah.
because his license expires in April, and the nearby DMVs don't have appointments until May. But he found a DMV that was able to take him today. And so I think he drove into a tunnel is what happened there. We're going to give him time to get through that tunnel there, and we're going to let's go ahead and try to call him back there.
That or an overpass.
Overpay, yeah, one of those. He went under or over something.
Oh, by the way, I saw that
I got
Colbert
dropped.
too.
You got
And yeah, it was funny as hell.
it got bumped. Yeah. Speaking of which, I am working on saving. There we go. TP gag. We'll make that a JPEG. Because someone, one of my friends on Facebook, one of my Jersey friends on Facebook, who I usually roll my eyes at disgust at because he's a Trump fan, posted a brilliant idea actually recently, and I just have to share this with all of you because I don't know how to describe this. But if you're desperate for TP and you can get to a public building with more than one floor, this might be a possible solution for you. Let me bring it up on the screen here. And there you go. Coronavirus toilet paper shortage alternative number 3. This is called the escalator handrail. You get at the bottom of an escalator. You drop trowel, you turn around, and you just, back the crack up to, how the handrail moves, Now, you might want to get a escalator that's moving up. That way you get the nice brown stream going upwards up the stairs there. I'd recommend not using that escalator after you're done with that, and you might want to, run for it as the security guards see this going on. But yeah, that is I don't actually recommend doing this, but if you do, get video footage, and remember, turn the phone sideways. No one wants to see a narrow video.
Right.
So Brian, you drove through a tunnel or on an overpass, or what's the deal there?
Well, I'm in a Cascadero, and I think there's some just weird, whatever.
Ah,
I lived in a
And
Cascadero.
it's
It
raining,
smells like a butthole.
butthole.
and my windshield wipers kind of give us fart noise.
Oh, that's not good. You need new wiper blades, sounds like.
No, this was like when I got them.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to put sandpaper on the wiper blades. I know that's good for getting the frost off, but wait, you don't have frosted. Never mind. This joke doesn't work for California.
Well, apparently last
not
night
really.
Mount Diablo had snow.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So now I was at work today, and someone mentioned that I guess they declared people can't leave their houses in Berkeley or something like that. I don't know how far that's spreading. So Brian, apparently you got out of Danville, all right?
Just in time. Yeah.
Just in time. Now
Yeah,
you
the
get
first, they said 6 San Francisco counties are basically shut down. Basically stay home unless you've got to go to the grocery store. You can go to the pharmacy, but that's about it. Bars are closed. Well, that sucks.
Oh. Well, New Jersey shuts down at 8 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike DeWine shut down everything in Ohio. And that's the interesting thing, too. Now, while everybody's going on about the buying toilet paper and food and everything else, last week I went to the grocery store, a local one out here, and I noticed something. Hardly anybody was there. Went to the TP aisle, nobody was there. Shelves were full. They're they're stocked full of food, and it's just life as normal. I'm about to go shopping tomorrow to see how else is affected, but I missed the bus this morning because I was an idiot.
So,
I
dude
hope
is
you got some
saying to run.
TP yesterday when you saw it.
Dude is saying to run people off with really scary pics, I guess. But no licks or B words as far as I can tell, and that is Ben in Ohio.
Wait, what?
Dude wants to know if you're in Ohio.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I'm in Ohio.
Yes.
And things are a lot calmer here. Except for the fact that everything's shut down and people are pissed off about that.
Okay, sorry. I had a
We're even shutting down the primary. And that Dayton Hamfest has been shut down. Ooh, boy, that caused a lot of hell.
these are crazy times. So today was my last
Yeah.
day going into the office for a while. We've been prepping all last week and today for everyone working from home. And by everyone working from home, I mean almost everyone working from home. Our office decided that they would recommend everyone work from home that's possible to work from home, with the hope that if everyone does that, nothing happens that would cause like the building to close down, and that the office would be available for like things that are necessary or essential. So some of the facilities people stop in to get mail and things like that. And oddly enough, they're still going to try to go forward with some onboardings that they have in the pipeline. So I might have to take
Yeah, that's weird.
I might have to take it. Well, the thing is that like there's this project that a department wants to do that hinges on these contractors that they're working on bringing in. And I mean, they already got people lined up. And so it's like, it really sets them back to suddenly be like, we're down on this. So they're really trying to push to keep this going. And so I'm like, well, we got laptops we can give them. And, but, they got to come into the office to go through appropriate training and things like that. That's mandatory for our environment. So I might have to go in a day here or there to finish setting up the laptops. Of course, the thing is that if the building decides that's it, we're closed, get out, that puts the end to it at that point. So I might have to go into the office a day here or there.
Your house.
No, there's
Have house guests.
I have to be on site. There are certain things for an onboarding that have to be done on site.
Tell them to bring Pharrell.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, like many offices and cities, we don't own the building we work in, and if the building management, if something happens in the building, someone catches something in the building management's probably going to close the building. And I think that was the biggest fear last week was, oh my God, they might shut down the building before we're ready. And so that was like, hurry up, get everyone ready to work from home, which makes help desk very busy because all the technical issues of working from home, that lands on me. So everyone's coming to me for help, but everyone's also singing my praises as I walk on water everywhere I go. So I'm loving this.
Oh, yeah, sure you are.
Oh, thank you. So no, it's all good. I like helping you and looking great doing it. And just tell my bosses, and everyone is. I don't. So I'm going to come out of this looking great. Not to mention that the really boring projects I'm supposed to be working on are pretty much in limbo. So. And now I get to jam on some tunage working from home here for the next few weeks. So I like working from home. This will be nice.
Like I said,
Yeah.
we're going to see on Twitter you bitching and moaning and ranting about working home, and people are idiots and everything else because they can't get anything right. They're not coming over my house, etc., etc.
All right, Lulu, how do I make you a mod?
I don't know.
Now, I don't know how to do any of that.
I'm not even a mod, and I'm a host on this show.
I don't
And I'm in
have
the chat room.
mods. I don't. Oh man, I don't know how to make people mods. Someone needs to teach me how to Twitch properly. I don't know how to Twitch. But in my defense, I also don't know how to twerk, which I think is more important that I don't know how to twerk because.
And then you see what Dude says in the chat. You know, it could show.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Let's block deviant Lulu, report no, I don't see. Where do I don't see where I can make him a mod. I'm not seeing this. Oh, and now Lumish is giving me pointers.
Hi, Lumish.
I am signed in, so I got. Let's see. I can unfriend, whisper, gift a sub, ban user, timeout user, mod user. Oh, lightning bolt. There we go.
Forward.
What do I do? Added you as okay.
All right. You get a lightning bolt, and you get a lightning bolt, and who else wants a lightning bolt? Anyone else want a lightning bolt?
No, I didn't get a lightning bolt.
You didn't get a lightning bolt?
No.
You should have one. Well, you got a moderator little green thing next to your name.
Oh, I do? Okay, because I don't see it.
All right, you know what? Heat FM mod.
Oh, there it goes.
There we go. Heat FM mod gets a lightning bolt.
Yeah.
There we go.
Plenty of lightning bolts. Still, a lot of them struck me.
There is no pay, but you get status, and people will respect
I get
you.
Status.
You know what? I don't have a T-shirt that says I'm a mod in Gator's room, but if you want to make your own T-shirt that says that, you have my permission.
And people will look at you and say, "What the fuck?"
There we go. Now I'll go bad with power. It's kind of like, remember IRC chat rooms?
Oh yeah.
Now there were two statuses that you could give to someone in an IRC chat room. There was ops, which means that you had the ability to kick and ban people, and was basically a moderator. And there was voice, and the ops gave you an @ sign next to your name, and voice gave you a plus sign next to your name. What did the plus sign for voice give you? Anyone
Which
know?
one?
Anyone?
A voice. You could be heard.
Well,
In IRC?
in IRC, what did the plus sign voice mean?
Plus sign was mod, and voice was shit. What was voice? What was voice?
Whenever you typed
Voice-
in, chat would show up.
Voice means that you could speak in a room if the room was set to moderated status. The thing is, most rooms were not set to moderated status, so whether or not you had a voice, you could type in it. So the voice status meant jack shit, but I can't tell you how many IRC chat rooms would use the voice status, even when they were not moderated, as purely a status symbol for people that they felt earned it.
That's right.
Yeah,
Oh my
okay.
god, I remember that. I had voice. I had moderator and voice.
Yeah.
It's like there was only a few people that had voice, so they were like higher ups.
I think Sir Mars had voice in the Sailor Moon chat room, if I recall correctly. I did not. I was lucky on the weeks I could just get in the room because I was permabanned more often than anyone else in the history of the Sailor Moon chat room.
Gee,
And
I wonder why.
And they didn't even give me a T-shirt for that. They should have given me the, like,
Man.
I've been banned more times in the Sailor Moon chat room than you've joined it. You know?
Man, when
Hey, that's a lot like
I was
the,
doing
Twitter verified.
Yeah, there we go.
when I was doing prank calls, I was moderator of the chat room, and oh my god, there was so much hate there. They called me a chat Nazi.
A chat
actually
Nazi. Oh,
Yes, they called me a chat
I remember
Nazi.
that term.
Remember that? Chat Nazi. Because at one point
She was a real bitch.
I was a fucking bitch. Like fucking straight up.
wait.
When-
Was? No, never mind. Sorry.
Oh,
I think I cooled down in my later years. I think I have. I think I've cooled down.
Really?
Well, Venison, you've known me for a while. Do you think I've cooled down?
Well,
Have I changed a little?
I mean, really, she's allowed me to keep my balls in a jar. I mean, old Lulu would have had those burning in fire out on the dumpster over there. So, while jumping up and down on them. So, yeah, I think you've allowing them to be preserved nicely in a jar to be, you know, I think that's, you know, much more respectable.
Good
shit, those
visitation
balls
right.
on the other machine.
Yeah, I'm allowed to visit my balls now. It's
Oh my god. Today I found something precious on on the other XP machine. I found a folder that said from XP. That was from a long time ago when the drive was failing. I had to change it. So I transferred a lot of that stuff to another machine. And what I found in there were old sound files from long ago, including old show isolations.
Oh, fuck no. Venison? Venison, what did you find? Venison! Oh, shit!
Yes, oh
okay.
shit.
What did? Oh, we got a gold mine here. It sounds like.
Yes,
Was
we
it
do.
just Wild Bunch, or was this also KDK? Was this, what is it?
No, I think it was Wild Bunch, and you had your own show, your first one.
No, it wasn't on Wild Bunch. Are you?
Or was
Are
it?
you? I wasn't
Or
on
was
Wild
it-
Bunch. I was on
Or
Prank
Techno
Call
Frag.
Radio. No, it wasn't
No, you
Techno
can't.
Frag
No,
either.
you. Yes, you came to us for a little bit.
No.
So are these being Dropboxed as we speak? Links are coming.
Fuck
Or,
you! Fuck you! You are not listening to that shit. If I know which ones he's
No,
talking
I
don't
think
have
we are.
Dropbox on machine. Remember this girl that you co-hosted with, named Shar, the lesbian.
You are not showing that shit.
oh, we lost Brian. Drove into a tunnel.
Oh my god.
And I found the original
Venison.
stream file.
Venison
I found out where that came from. You know,
Oh my
her
God.
doing the stream.
Venison.
Eat the baby.
So when do we get these files?
Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
oh,
Venison, you removed those fucking files from history.
Hell no.
Venison, you bitch.
He's gonna remove them from the backup and place them on the desktop
No.
and drag them into the Dropbox and send the link.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah,
I
there
got
we go.
transferring them over to a thumb drive, put them in here, then I can Dropbox them.
We'll help you with the offsite backups, Venison. We got you covered.
I don't want to hear her voice.
Oh.
Venison, that was a very bad time for me. I'm pleading
Okay.
with you.
Okay. We don't have to listen to those on this show.
If you can cut out her voice and just have my clippets, I would be very thankful.
Oh, I've
if
got
you-
those. You know, they were separated.
Okay, you can show the separated, but I don't want to hear her voice.
You gotta keep them separated.
I really don't.
Oh yeah, but you two were like, wow.
No, Venison, I'm honestly begging you. I don't want to hear her voice. That
Okay.
time was a very bad time.
All right. Well, let's move on to another time. Much happier time when we were
Yeah.
all dying of horrible viruses. And wait, what?
Yeah, happier time. Oh, maybe not a happier time, but a Twitter time.
I'll tell you off air. Okay, that's.
We're gonna have to
part of
hang out
the
after the
stay.
show's done.
Yeah,
Now,
I'll tell you my
Gator.
life story over the last 10 years.
Oh no. Oh boy.
Now,
All right.
Gators.
Yes,
You
Ven.
seem to have a little trouble with emergency surgery procedures.
Emergency surgery procedures.
Yes.
Okay.
Emergency
Oh,
surgery procedures.
Venison sent
Yeah,
a very,
that.
very, very, very bad picture to my Twitter feed that I did not need to see. It looked like purple balls and knives, and I was like, nope, I'm done, I'm done, and I screamed at Venison,
Yeah, he did.
nope. Looks like the type of thing my wife would like to look at, but not me. No.
They were huge.
I huge. Yeah, that was too huge. That I did notice that it looked like there was something huge going on there, but I did not want to get a good look at how huge that was. So
It was huge.
Venison, you should know better than to send me that shit, man.
And surgery knives and
No.
no.
Can I see this?
And they had
Can
to
I
bring
see
him-
this?
How have you not
Bolt
seen
cutters.
this? I thought Venison sent it to all of you. Or was that just for me?
No?
No, it got retweeted to the general public.
I didn't see it.
How come I see that and I don't want to see it? You all want to see it and you don't see it. I don't get that.
I don't know.
Can we build an
Fans
intelligent
are
Twitter
like-
that doesn't show me things I don't want to see?
Nope, not happening.
Okay, James Corden. Does James want to see it?
Yeah, why don't you send those pictures to Bill Gates, but leave me off of it?
Send those pictures to Bill Gates.
I try to include Bill Gates on my tweets every now and then whenever I'm feeling like including more people. He's yet to respond to my tweets, though.
Let's see if it's still saved in my Twitter.
Do I have to go on your Twitter? Do I have to look you up?
No. Anyways,
Damn
where was we? So,
yeah, I don't see it.
Now, seen in a Costco.
Logging in.
Seen in the Costco was a sign that warned that they were out of toilet paper, but that more was arriving on March 1st, 25,020. So look at what y'all have done Costco is out of toilet paper for the next 23,000 years.
23,000.
Someone accidentally put an extra digit in the year on the date.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it wasn't that
Yeah.
funny because I had to explain it.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny.
No.
All right, so Lulu, you you got to stay at home, but you also do search and rescue stuff. Are you still involved in that in some way through this, or are you?
I took a 6-month leave.
That was smart. That was smart. So,
I did this back at the beginning of February.
that was very smart. That was very smart.
I was tracking this and I was like, something's not right here.
You know, I was gonna go around the room and see like how we're all dealing with coronavirus and work. And me, I'm gonna be working from home. You took leave, and then I just realized the next two people we got to go to are Brian, who's retired. So now he's gonna retire from home instead of retire from the office, and Venison is got. Yeah. I think we're all set here.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
So you self-isolating, Venison? You gonna work from home the next few months?
Dude, come on. Where I am, remember, nothing's going on here.
Nothing's going on there.
Boring as hell. I haven't really been out of the house except to go food shopping, once a month.
Okay, Venison.
For almost 2 years.
All right, Venison.
I've been self-isolating every damn day.
I got to ask you a very important question. How many rolls of toilet paper you got in that place right now?
Oh, okay. I bought a pack because the price is right. 24 rolls.
You got 24 rolls of toilet paper. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And I use the first row.
And how long ago you buy those rolls?
Oh, let's see. About 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Okay, so you're going through a roll 2 weeks, so you're good for another 46 weeks. Yeah, I think you got more than 2 weeks worth of toilet paper there. Okay, you can go.
I got 2 months.
You can start selling. You can start selling it to your neighbors at an inflated price. Would you like to buy a roll?
Price.
We've got
would you
plenty
like
of toilet
to buy a
paper.
roll?
Don't have to do that.
Make sure you stock up on corn cobs too.
Corn cobs?
Yeah, because that's what they used as or one of the things they used before they made toilet paper back in 18.
Oh yeah, the corn
1856.
cobs. Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to
And
read
before-
articles about people that
Get pine cones.
people that tried to be environmentally friendly started switching to reusable toilet paper, and it was an interesting article. Apparently, you collect old rags. You have 2 bins next to the toilet. You make sure they're very well labeled, and you do the worst load of laundry you'll ever do in your life about once a week, and you use lots of Clorox. Yeah. I can't help but wonder. After about a year or so, do they all look streaky? I mean. How well do they clean up?
Well, technically, I was thinking, well, why don't we just... And I brought this up to my mom. I was like, if the toilet paper thing keeps going the way it is, we might as well just buy a shit ton of washcloths and a bunch of Lysol desanitizer washing detergent, And she stopped for a second and was like, that's not a bad idea.
Ew.
Now then. Lulu,
I'm telling
what's
you.
your Twitter name again?
Bidet. Bidet.
bathrooms.
Bidet. Bidet. Every bathroom has running hot and cold water right in the room. The minimal amount of plumbing.
Ain't got room for it.
Bidet.
We don't have the room for it, dude.
How do you not have room? It goes on the toilet seat.
Toilet.
It goes on the
Oh, it
toilet
goes-
seat. Yeah.
Oh, it goes on the toilet seat. I thought you were talking about like the one that like sits next to the toilet seat where you have.
No, we ain't putting the Trump in. You know, rich assholes have like the second seat that you said. No, now they just make a thing that snaps on the top of the toilet, and you run the water to it, and that way when you're done, you just turn the water on, let it warm up a bit, and then flip the switch over to spray your ass, and then you're good.
But how does it get the shit off? That's gonna take a lot of water.
Dude, how messy are your shits? It's
Sometimes
it's got like a jet stream thing going, you know, and you can control the pressure, you know, so it's like,
Oh, you can. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought it was like one of those like little fountain ones. that,
no,
like,
no, this
barely
ain't the
touches
drinking fountain.
everything.
No, this is
Okay, Gators.
Yes?
I'm giving you forewarning.
yeah, okay.
Lulu, I have no way to private message this. So
No.
I am retweeting this
We
specifically
No,
to you
put it
anyway.
we
Put
do have a
it in-
chat room.
Too late.
Put it in Team Talk.
We
Put it
have
in
a Team
Talk,
Talk
bitch.
chat room, Venison. You're in the Team Talk room. It's right
Put it
there.
in Team Talk.
Yeah,
Put
but
it in Team Talk.
can you tweet the team talk?
This is a medical cock ring that could get stuck if the What? No. Why are you sending
fuck?
articles about cock ring? Oh, there's a picture. Oh, it's a video. No.
Oh.
That went from bad to worse real fast. Would you see a picture you don't want to
This tweet
see?
is unavailable.
You ever had that moment?
Why can't I? Oh.
Yeah, that moment where you see it's a picture and then it starts moving and you're like, oh, worse, it's a movie. I just closed that thing right out as soon as things started flopping. Don't click the link.
Oh, went that way to me too.
I'm already clicking the link. I'm wondering how he got it on.
Well,
Well, stop
wondering that
touching it.
too.
Oh my God, he's taking it off.
good. Lulu's gonna give us the play-by-play here. We're just gonna watch her
Oh.
face. Okay.
Oh.
I'm glad I didn't click on it. Okay. You're doing that so I don't have to. Oh, God, it keeps getting worse. Why are you still watching this? Oh, my God, her facial expressions are making me cringe. Oh, my God.
No. No. Can you stop jiggling your junk?
Someday someone's going to have to download this, click the link, and sync them up and post that somewhere.
You are not putting a smaller one on.
No! Why would you do that?
No. Nuh-uh.
Oh, no.
Nuh-uh.
No. No. Please tell me you were wrong.
No, I was right.
He didn't.
He was putting on a smaller one.
He didn't put. He did put it on, or he didn't put it on.
No, he stopped the video
Oh.
just as he was.
Oh. Remember,
Well, I didn't.
Venison sent you that link. Thank him.
She wanted to see it.
This has been an emotional roller coaster ride for Lulu. She yelled.
I'm not.
She cried. She yelled some more. I think she's going to cry some more.
Do you see how swollen that thing was?
Venison,
That,
what is your fascination with mutilated male genitalia?
that wasn't swollen. That was just his size.
Venison, what's up with you and the cock material? Why are you looking at cocks?
Oh, I was. Let's see, in your past history.
You've sent me way more cocks in the past, few weeks. Well, you've sent me.
Actually, no, I haven't.
One is too many. Uh-oh, I think he's got it.
Lemish says, "Good thing you're not screen sharing."
Yeah, we would have been banned from all of the internet forever for that.
Oh, by the way, Dune was asking, what you were banned for in IRC.
People can't handle me. I'm just keeping things too real. It's like this.
You were going after the owner of the channel.
No, you know what? The owner of the channel was never around.
Well, whoever that chick was, you kept bugging her.
I was bugging more than one chick. Come on, give me credit. I was macking on all the. You'd be surprised at the male to female ratio in the Sailor Moon chat room. Way more cock than you would expect in a. But then again, I guess that makes a lot of college age dudes hanging out in the Sailor Moon chat room. But there were some chicks too, and so yeah, I was.
Him.
Yeah, they were all chicks.
I met one of them, and I'm pretty sure she didn't have a dick. I didn't check.
Pretty sure. Yeah, you never made it.
I never got the chance to take a look at what was hiding under the dress there, but I'm pretty sure there wasn't a dick. I think she was really a chick. Anyways,
no,
she was just crazy. She was crazy. I used to have a type. Crazy, crazy was my type.
No, you still have a type. It's still crazy.
No, I found someone not crazy.
No, your wife is just subtle.
I guess you're right. I guess you're right, Lulu, because when it comes to my co-hosts, I still went with crazy.
It's just subtle.
Just subtle.
Oh,
one day she's gonna poison your ass, and you're not gonna know it.
Why is she gonna poison my ass? I got the bidet. I keep it nice and clean.
She's just gonna start slipping you some arsenic. And make some puppets out of your skin.
I don't think so. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Oh, bullshit, dude.
This is your idea, Lulu. You're the one that's coming up with this shit. No, but it's interesting, the social hierarchy that happens when a group of people come together in a crowd. Even if it's a virtual crowd in a virtual space. And so, like I was talking about, there was the voice status, which meant absolutely nothing. It functionally served no purpose other than a status within the room. And then you had the ops that were allowed to kind of kick and ban people. But they tried to pretend like it was some kind of a democracy because they actually had channel rules. Most of the channel rules were things that were common sense like, don't be disrespectful, don't piss off the ops, don't piss off the people that matter, and, don't type in colors. We only see things in black and white. So, yes, using colored fonts in an IRC chat room was a bannable offense. because that
What
shit's
the fuck is that?
because that shit's
At least
annoying.
in that one.
Well, here's the thing.
No, it's not. Only when you use fucking yellow and white or pink.
Well, the thing is
What the fuck
that
is wrong with people?
well, it's so if one person types one word in a color like every 20 minutes, that's no big deal. But if you allow colored fonts, then people pick what color they want, and people change it to that color, and the next thing you know, the whole chat room looks like the Las Vegas Strip with a myriad of colors and everything like that. And they just want to keep it nice and neat and orderly. They're plain black and white text because we're here to chat, and that's what we're here to do.
Yeah, keep it orderly.
I'm not saying I agree with this. I'm just trying to explain to you the mentality that led to rules like this.
Yeah.
So the thing is that if you somehow say something that pisses someone off, or you rub someone the wrong way, and they're friends with someone that has op status, or they are an op, then they can, kick you and ban you. And generally, when I get kicked or banned, I would make a point to question it. And, like, why'd you ban me? Well, I didn't like what you said. Well, how was that against the rules? And a lot of times that would work, because if you start pressing other people and it's like, dude, you claim that this is like a place of rules and that this is a place where it's like a democracy, and yet you ban me willy-nilly because you just didn't like something I said when technically I wasn't afoul of the rules. And then I would get unbanned, but then they'd still be pissed at me. So I kind of let that kind of fester until finally, like, that's it, I'm getting it out of here. Ban. It was kind of like that.
So you were just the annoying one.
They made a situation in which I couldn't help but be a troll, and it's not my fault that they made me a troll. They just laid the groundwork right there, and what could you do but troll a situation like that? If people are going to be a bunch of idiots like that, they deserve the trolling they get.
Uh-huh.
Oh, come on, Lulu. I thought of all people you would side with me on this.
No. I don't side with that chat room. I wouldn't go in there.
You just wouldn't go in there. I don't know. I
would be like, fuck y'all bitches.
Well, I was going through a period of my life where I didn't have many friends and felt kind of isolated. And so a group of people that hated me, but would let me hang out with them in a chat room. Yeah, this is making me sound really pathetic. Let's talk about toilet paper. I don't think
you just noticed.
I think we should continue talking about toilet paper.
Well,
do they make Sailor Moon themed toilet paper?
One other thing.
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
They make
There
Sailor
is
Moon.
maybe one other thing that Lulu sent.
Okay.
Trying to find the hashtag now.
You're looking for a hashtag.
That I sent?
Yes. Oh yeah, there it was. You seem to be sending a few of these. Things you say when you come.
Yeah, I was joking around.
When you come where?
Maybe. What do you think?
Oh, Brian told me that the line should be better about 10 minutes ago. So let's give him a call back and see how Brian's doing, because I'm sure that's better than talking about. You try to call a number. Call phones at affordable rates by choosing one of the following options. Oh, are we out of...
Looks like you're out of minutes.
Oh, fuck. We're out of minutes. Maybe that's why we got dropped. All right. Well, can we take calls? Are calls able to be taken? Or does that call... No, because the calls come in through another way, right? I don't know. Oh crap!
Uh,
I'll just tell him. We're out of call minutes. Sorry.
So throw some money in there real quick.
It's not my Skype account. I guess I could. Well, I'd have to buy minutes. I'd have to type a bunch of things, load a bunch of pages while I'm trying to host a show. Yeah.
Oh, so you were using the station's minutes.
Yeah. I'm still used to when it was I'm still used to when it was a blanket thing. Like I keep forgetting this every time this happens, that we don't have blanket minutes. So I probably owe Rico like $5 or something. He knows I'm good for it. He totally knows I'm good for it. Rico would never ban me or fire me over a petty $5 phone call, because Rico's not that type of guy. Rico would never fire or ban anyone. This is a guy that knows forgiveness and kindness and holds no grudges, and has never, as long as I've known him, ever banned it. And we're off of NHB. We are gone. No, I'm kidding. We're still. I think we're still live. Are we still live? We might be still live.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know. You just fucked that shit up, didn't you? You fucked that shit up.
What do you mean I was being sarcastic? Don't you know sincerity when you hear it? I don't know the meaning of sarcasm. Fucker. I said sarcastically.
Where's Dune?
You're from Jersey. You will live in.
I don't know. I think Dune's gotten me unfired more times than I think I played that card as many times as I can. So, anyways, yeah.
Wow.
You all washing your hands?
Yes.
You gotta be careful washing the hands. Because I've been using like the Dial hand soap, and I think that's antibacterial, so I think I'm good there. And then when I go into work, they got like the normal soap dispenser in the sink. But today I was getting a little lunch, and I figured I should wash my hands before lunch. And there was the normal hand soap, and then there was this like foaming antibacterial, antiviral, super foaming soap pump on the sink. And I was like, ooh, well, that must be the better stuff. That must be the good stuff. And so I hit the pump, and a nice foamy thing comes on my hands. And my hands have never been drier. I don't know how it made my hands so dry. Mind you, I was running them underwater, and my hands were so dry. And
you used the shit that was made to clean the counters.
No, it said hand soap. It was a pump for hand soap. And it made my hands really dry. And then I'm eating my salad, but I couldn't really enjoy my salad because all I could smell was industrial strength soap every time I brought the fork up to my mouth. So you got to watch out for those strong foamy soaps. They might keep you safe, but I don't know.
They destroy your
hands. At least you get the one for the 1/7-11. They tried to make their own, and they combined a few other ingredients with it.
Yeah.
Only thing was, the people that bought it, they burnt their hands. Their hands were in pain. One of them was burned so bad they had to go to the hospital.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like if you got like a surface that you can't clean. If you sand off a few layers, that gets the mark off of it. So I think the same principle applies to your hands. If you just burn a few layers of skin off, you got clean skin underneath, right? It's like an onion. You got to get the layers off and get to a clean layer.
Yeah,
right. Right.
Oh my God.
No, that's not how it works. Heck, if you take off some layers, things get narrower, and that ring will slide right off. And wait, did I say that?
He just lubed it up with soap.
From what I've been told, don't use shampoo.
I use Dawn.
For your,
I wash a lot of dishes.
you know, I was actually running low on Dawn, and I got my hands on the last big ass bottle of Dawn when I went shopping. So I won there.
Huh.
Yeah.
Dawn's real good.
There were plenty
Takes
of
all the
small
grease
bottles
off.
of Dawn, but I don't want small bottles of Dawn. There were plenty of generics. I want the big bottle of Dawn. It's gonna last me like 3 months.
That's right.
I use tea tree and mint hand washing soap
This is reminding me. I
with
think,
warm water.
was it Andrew Dice Clay that said something about using turtle wax to wash his junk in the shower, makes it beat up? No, you don't remember that one? Never mind.
No.
No.
But then again,
Probably
I
watch it.
wash my hands for like 40 seconds.
No, you only need to do that for 20 secons. All you gotta do.
I go for the extra measure, dude.
Let's not forget. You just gotta sing this song to yourself. Do that, today. But a little, wanna tell her I love her a lot, but I got a belly full of wine. But my Majesty's a pretty nice girl. Today I'm gonna make her mine. Oh yeah, today I'm gonna make her mine. Boom.
Don't have to do that. You wash cookie pans, plates, glasses, and assorted stuff. You can stay on there for a long time, 3-4 times a day.
It's real easy.
I cook.
Okay.
Boom. Her Majesty's a pretty nice girl. That's all you gotta do. Gotta remember the bum at the beginning, though.
I sing ABCs.
ABC.
I mean,
Easy as 1, 2, 3. I don't know how many lyrics is 20 seconds of that song, though.
Just your usual ABCs. A B C
I
D E
find
F G
this
H
highly
I J K L
amusing
M N O P Q R
that the
S
things that
T
you're
U W
all
X Y and
stressing
Z.
about.
Now I know my ABCs.
Wash your
Next
hands.
time, won't you sing
Don't
with
touch
me?
your face. Do this, do that. Stay inside. This is stuff I do every day. It makes a little difference to me.
Okay, all right.
Not one bit. And you all are freaking out.
I'm not
It's
freaking
stuff
out.
It's stuff you do every fucking day.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm not freaking out.
Come on, people, chill out.
Oh, also, everyone needs to keep an eye on their local schedules and everything. So today was my last day going to the office for a while, and starting tomorrow, the trains are running on a reduced schedule. So that got timed perfectly. So if I have to get into the city,
better.
I have to check the schedule now.
Buses running normally tomorrow.
Yeah, some places are starting to reduce things. Things are getting closed. It's a real interesting time.
Yeah, everything's getting closed, but at least the buses are still running. I just don't want to be sitting out there on that rock, waiting at 9:45 in the morning saying, "Where is she?"
No, you're supposed to stay home. Gotta stay home.
Gotta get food shopping.
Well, you should have done that last Thursday when everyone else did it. There's no food left. It's gone. It's all gone, Venison.
Maybe for you.
It's all gone. I think they.
Not here.
I think there were still packages of chicken livers last time I checked down the street. If you like chicken livers and you're all set. Veggie burgers. I was like, oh, there's still a pack of burgers. Maybe I'll make some. Veggie. Never mind.
Oh yeah, they show the supermarket with shelves empty of all kinds of stuff.
I basically went to the grocery store.
Vegan shelves.
I stopped by the
shelves aren't even touched.
Kristen is still out dog sitting. She'll be back Wednesday. And so I swung by the grocery store last Thursday to pick up a few things to make myself some dinners for, the next few nights, figuring, if I get enough, to make myself 4 dinners, I'll be good. I go to, look at the packs of chicken. And then I see everyone's like, storming the place. I'm like, well, maybe I should pick up an extra pack of chicken. And, well, no, there was no chicken to be had. Maybe I should pick up an extra thing of ground beef. Well, there was no ground beef to be had. I walked out of there with a pack of sausage, a jar of marinara, and a box of frozen popcorn shrimp, and a jar of tartar sauce. And so I had I had sausage one night. I had popcorn shrimp last night. I had the rest of the sausage tonight. I'll have more popcorn shrimp tomorrow. And we do have enough chicken and ground beef in the freezer to get through the next few weeks, so we're fine. I just had limited options for some quick dinners for myself.
Dude, think, can you still buy weed? Yeah, funny you should say that. For the past 2 weeks, I've been trying, and it went dry up here. For the first time that I've been here, it went dry. And to make matters worse, my friend of mine finally got my order, but he doesn't have a ride. He can't get it to me. It sucks. I could have had it 3 days ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I was like, wait a minute. How are you getting to work then?
Don't know.
Gonna have to ask him about that. And I'm hoping that he didn't let it sit around so long that he said, fuck this, I want to do it. And he had to go, 25 miles to Cleveland in order to get it. That's kind of messed up.
Crazy times. Well, I got plenty of beer in the fridge, and I, it's funny. I was last Friday. It tends to be Friday towards the end of the day, as I'm getting ready to wind down and leave. I'll swing by in the lab. We got this room where we prepare the computers and stuff like that. It's called a lab, and it's got a fridge in there. There's usually beer in the fridge. So on a Friday afternoon, usually a lot of the IT guys are hanging out in the lab drinking beers. And I go in there, and they're talking about, I remember last time I worked from home, I had a bunch of empties on the shelf behind me, and then I had to call into a video conference, and quick, whoop, I need to clear the empties off the shelf. So, yeah. I hope I don't have to attend any video conferences for my working from home, or I'm going to have to clear the toilet paper off the shelf, because that'll be weird to explain. I wonder if I should keep the desk overlay up for my conference calls.
Hey, where's my poster?
I'm sorry, we had to trade it in for toilet paper.
Fuck no. I want my poster back.
You want your poster back? Well, it's on the wall, isn't it?
Not anymore.
You don't think they left that up there? It's a classic. If I bought a house with that poster on the wall, I'd leave that poster right where it is and say, hey, no one move this poster.
Dude, there were 2 of them I had to leave behind that were classics.
I know. Well, there's
worth money.
Well, there's the one that you could never find, which is probably left right next to the thermos.
Yeah.
You
know
know
what happened.
If someone cleaned out that house, They had to have found that thermos.
Lord help them if they did.
Do you think they opened it up? You think they're like, hey, oh boy, we got some hot chocolate here. Let's take a look. Now, what was it that was in the thermos again? You lost a thermos in the house that had something that had gone rancid in it.
Yeah, for 35 years.
It grew legs
it
and
was
walked
older than
out
that.
it grew legs and walked out the front door is what happened.
Let's see. I think I was 14 then.
Oh wow! I didn't realize this was last century.
50 years. Yeah, 50 years in there in that thermos.
50 years in a thermos.
Was a third of a bottle. Third of a thermos of cream of mushroom soup.
Ooh.
Yeah. It was already port fungus anyway.
I think it was growing new mushrooms at that point.
No, that evolved into a sentient
Those are some
civilization.
fresh mushrooms that are growing in that cream of mushroom soup. Five Hit Doom wants to know if it's legal in Ohio. If the weed that you buy in Ohio.
Medical.
Medical's legal.
They're working on the recreational.
Okay. So you got a prescription for that?
I don't even have a doctor yet.
So the senator from New Jersey pleads the fifth then.
Yeah.
It was funny. I had a funny moment today at work. This one guy needed help. He's getting ready to work from home, as we all are, and he's got a Chromebook. Now this is a brilliant and genius idea. Buy something that's a laptop that doesn't run Windows and runs an operating system designed by a browser company. That is who buys these things? It's
You'd
like
be surprised.
Who would buy that? You know how much software runs in Windows? You know how many possibilities you have with Windows? You know how much you're limiting yourself when it's like, I'm going to buy this machine that comes with a proprietary operating system that only does specialized things. Yeah, you have fun with that. So
That's why I didn't get a Mac.
So I'm like, looking at the Chromebook like, okay, I think we can get a Citrix app on here, and Citrix will connect us. And so I get the Citrix app on there, but I couldn't because it wasn't connected to our wireless network. And I can't join devices wireless network without jumping through some hoops. So I'm like, well, we'll just join the guest network. Well, the guest network requires a password that gets texted to you. So I'm like, okay, dude, what's your number? And we're going to get your password. And he gives off his number, starting with the area code. And the first three numbers he gives me are 908. And I said, dude, I didn't know you were from Jersey. He goes, yeah, I'm from. So we started comparing exits. So that was just a fun little moment there. I think Forge just confused me for someone else. Because he doesn't normally call me Sunshine.
I love my dogs.
Five Hit Dune writes
They are
in,
the best.
whoa. Did Ben just say, that's why I did not buy a Mac? Oh my God, I missed that. I should have latched onto that one. High five, Ben. What's up, Lulu?
I love my dogs. They are barking.
And
I like my bra because it's twisting and turning.
just let him hang free.
No!
Born
I'm on
free.
I'm on cam.
Whatever. Let him hang. It's all good.
No!
Hanging loose.
They're too big to be hanging loose.
Yeah, no. They can hang.
No.
Not even around the house? You don't just let them hang
Oh no,
loose around the house?
they hang around. They hang loose around the house, but not when there's company and when I'm on cam.
Well, the cam's like, you just gotta angle it up a little bit. You'll be fine.
Fuck that shit.
From this angle,
Bad enough.
From this angle, we can't tell if you're wearing a bra or not. We only got the cleavage, and the bra don't cover that.
No, it's the shirt. The shirt doesn't cover that.
Nah. It's all good. We're all friends here.
No. I have to look more feminine. I noticed that one of the comments one Monday said,
We're ladies. We do lady things.
no, we don't. No, we don't. One of the comments one Monday way back in a month said that the guy up in the left makes a cute guy, and I'm like, oh God, I look like a guy.
No, you
I'm
don't.
like, that's great. That's great. It's like, great. Now I gotta show cleavage. I gotta be a thought on here. I'm gonna look like a thought.
I thought you looked different this week.
I'm gonna show cleavage.
5 writing in that Cisco VPN works fine on a Chromebook. We enabled security that only allows machines that have a user certificate on them onto our VPN, which only laptops on our domain get a user certificate. So ain't no personal devices connecting to our VPN. But also, it turns out that our Citrix is not compatible with Chromebooks. And so I thought, well, I'll raise a ticket with our engineering team and tell them, hey, I found this problem with our Citrix. It's causing the screen to just bring up a black window on Chromebooks. Could you all change the setting from 16 color to 24 color so it'll work with a Chromebook? And then I realized I know these guys, and I know what they're going to say. They're going to say, in all my years here, we have never run into this problem. Who in the hell is using a Chromebook, and why are we going to change the settings on our server for one person's personal Chromebook? So I gave him a loaner laptop and closed the ticket and said, never mind. I bitched at myself for me, so you didn't have to. Closing the ticket now.
And, Dune. That's why I did not buy a MacBook, or a Mac. Because way back when I had to buy another laptop, Mac was still having issues with various pieces of software, including chat softwares, which I use every day. And, I still have this memory of going into CompUSA when they were still around in Jersey, and going in there, and the whole store was Windows stuff. Windows. Gigantic store. Windows hardware.
They've had a big Windows
software.
display in the windows of the...
It's Windows!
Yes.
It's Windows! It's made
It
of
was
Windows!
And
Windows,
way in the back,
Windows.
way in the back there, in the corner, I swear to God, and the shelves were only about 10 feet long. They had two shelves of Mac stuff. Just two shelves. Out of an entire store of Windows. That's all there was of Mac. So, no. Dad went Windows. Because they had everything. And everything worked with it.
Now 5 Dune says I'm doing it wrong. No, there's nothing I'm doing wrong on anything I said there. We only want domain computers on the VPN, and Citrix has an issue with Chromebooks the way that we have our servers configured. And protocol is... Wait, Johnny's doing... Okay, 5 Dune, explain to me what I'm doing wrong. Hey, you could even call in. Just not on the phone because we're out of minutes. But you could call in. Hey, Kitty came here to defend me. Kitty will tell you all I'm doing it right. Isn't that right, Kitty? Kitty. Kitty. She hates it when I pick her up. I'm surprised I didn't get. I'm surprised I didn't get a claw for that.
Yeah, because you're doing it wrong.
All right. So, anyways, okay. The desk's blocking her right now. I might have to turn the desk off. Well,
Is Lumish the missus?
yeah, Lovish is the missus.
Where is the missus right now?
She's dog sitting for her parents right now, so she's in Rhode Island.
Oh,
And you
Lumish.
and you know she misses me when she tunes into my show. So
No, she misses the cat. She's calling the cat over.
yeah, I
to the
know.
cam,
She really misses
so
the
that
cat.
way, yeah, she misses the cat.
Oh, the cats miss her too. Got the
Yeah.
fluffy tail.
You're giving the cat an orgasm.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. That's what happens.
That's not how cats get orgasms.
Yes.
My hands are nowhere near the genitalia.
It doesn't have to be next to the genitalia.
That's right.
That's how cats get off.
You rub them right there at the base of the tail, and it goes right up in the air, and they start, rubbing their paws around and purring. And,
That just means that they like being
yeah.
pet. That's not an orgasm.
No, that is an orgasm.
That's not an orgasm.
That is an orgasm. Look it up.
She has never rolled over and lit up a cigarette after I was done petting her.
That's what you think.
That's because you were doing it wrong.
No.
You weren't giving her a good enough orgasm.
The closest thing I've seen to her orgasming is her rolling around in the catnip. Oh, does she love the catnip? You put the catnip down on the... She rolls back and forth and just wriggles around in it.
You should give her catnip while you're doing that. Oh my gosh, she would be heading heaven.
Lumish says it's sort of like foot rubs. Foot rubs are not orgasm inducing. I do not do this to get off, okay?
Dude, one time over at Skylark's house, he had a cat. She went in the heat. Oh God, she went in the heat. And you would rub her back at the base of the tail like that, and she would spread out. Just spread out on your lap.
There, I'm keeping my pets up here. Keeping the pets up here. We're keeping things PG on the channel right now.
She'd be all wet. She'd be wet and dripping.
Lumish says some people can get those types of feelings with foot rubs.
But that is atypical. And so to say that a cat orgasms because petting them is like giving a foot rub, the logic doesn't check out. Isn't that right, Chantico?
Some logic is there.
Yeah, whatever.
Rub right at the base of her tail, just like right there.
No, I'm
right
not.
there,
I'm not doing this for you.
You can do it.
I'm not gonna.
Just right there. Just right there.
No. You have to go for the head. There we go. She likes the head pets too. There you go. See?
Just rub her. Just rub her. Just right there. Right
No, not right there.
She turned
Right here.
around. She's got the butt, facing you.
Okay.
Oh, Lumish writes in he just doesn't want to think about all the times he's given her the tingles.
Dude, I'm only able to pet her this much because Kristen ain't here. Normally, she doesn't give me the time of day. Usually it's, I give her a little pet and she's like, okay, hi. Okay, get away. Yeah, that's normally my name is Mud around here when it comes to Chantico. Chantico's like, you're the guy. I like her better. I tolerate you.
You're the one that feeds me.
Well, she feeds them. Although I'm feeding them now, so they're liking me a little more this week.
See? I just saw the figure now. of your, of Shantico just, coming up to, then you rubbing your head,
It's
rubbing your
pet,
back.
pet,
It's not
pet,
enough,
bite.
and she's moving closer.
See,
She
Dune?
moves closer,
See, Dune, you could do
and
pet,
then
pet, pet without bite.
and then she sits there and puts her butt in your face again. She wants you. She wants you to do her tail.
Ah, she's fine.
Now
See,
she's just sitting there waiting.
That's what my cat does, Binks. He'll pet, pet, I'll pet, 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 and he bites. And I'll stop and I'll say easy, and he'll like look up at me and then look at my hand and like lick it. And then he'll scurry off. He's like, for some reason he has like this fanatic thing about like biting my hand. Like even when I just hold him, he'll hold onto my hand gently and like just gnaw on my fingers gently. And so as a baby when he was growing up, I've taught him the word easy. So that way when he starts getting a little feisty, I'll tell him easy, and he'll either get annoyed and scurry off, or he'll actually calm down and, start going easy. Oh, and you heard me call you. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, you are cold. You were outside for a long time. Hello. Hello, handsome man.
Hello there. We are the cat channel this week.
Oh. Oh, your chin rubs and your neck rubs. Oh, yes. Oh,
Now,
yes.
Hestia won't come out while I'm doing the show because I talk too loud for her during the shows. She does love to jump up on the couch here and purr and get pets forever, but not when I'm talking loud. She don't like the loud talking.
Yes. Oh, hello. Oh, good. Your butt's clean. Oh, easy.
Oh my god, that sounds erotic.
Oh, good. Your butt's clean. I think that's the quote of the night on this show.
Well, sometimes he comes in with like a squishy butt.
With
I have to tell him to go clean his ass.
with some dingleberries, with some Klingons, with some
butt juice.
butt juice.
My hiney's clean.
Ew.
I'm Charmin clean.
He needs
My hiney's clean.
He needs TP for his bunghole. Bunghole.
Yeah, sometimes I have to clean his butt. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Hi, boo-boos. Hi, boo-boos. Hi. Yes, hello. Yes, come here. Come here. Come see Mamas.
So
Come see Mamas.
anyways,
Yes,
I do have
Oh, I see.
I do have some
The
vintage
tail's in her face.
I do have some vintage computing
Gosh.
updates this week.
Oh.
So you all remember the compact portable, the thing with the little built-in green screen that won't power up properly anymore? So
Yeah.
I have determined that the power supply I don't think is giving the adequate amount of voltages to turn on the motherboard, because when I flip the switch, there's like a little LED on the motherboard that blinks just briefly and then doesn't stay on because it's just not getting power. And so I figured, well, I'm going to need to take the power supply out of it. So I managed to find the power supply, which is not a module that you buy a replacement of. It's a circuit board that is screwed in place with a very hard to access screw that luckily I had just enough leverage with the ratchet to get in there and loosen it up and wiggle the board out of place. And I looked at it and all the capacitors on there, and I'm like, I don't know how to test all these things. I probably should call someone else that knows better how to work with electronics. So I checked the Google Maps for local computer repair places, thinking, if anything, this will be good for a laugh. And I called up a computer repair place, and I said, "You repair computers, right?" He goes, "Yeah." I'm like, "All right, I got an interesting request for you here. You think you can fix a power supply on a compact portable?" And he's like, "Well,
What's on your
what
back foot?"
kind of?" And I explained to him, well, it's a circuit board with a bunch of capacitors on it. Well, what year was that manufactured? 1983. And he's like, can you send me a picture of it? So I sent this guy a picture of the board, and he said, I don't know. Maybe I can solder on some new capacitors. I don't know. I might make it worse. So it was an amusing phone call.
Yay.
Forge is still calling me by a different name. Anyone know a Marion?
No.
Marion? Forge is looking for a Marion. You know a Marion?
No.
Anyone know a Marion? Venison, do you know a Marion?
No.
I was driving into Marion.
I know a Carmen.
Mm.
He's a gay guy that likes coke.
I'm going to type back. This is Gators.
And he was named Carmen?
Yeah, his name's Carmen, and he's a gay guy that likes
His
coke.
name was Carmen. He was a gay guy. It was.
Yeah, I wonder why.
He's a big fat gay guy that puts on makeup.
A big fat
And-
gay guy puts on the makeup. Who said these songs
he
at the
does
rhyme?
coke.
I don't know why Barry Manilow came to mind to sing about a gay guy, but
Barry Manilow.
he did not write the song. I write the songs. That is one of the greatest practical jokes of music history right there.
At least he didn't come up with George Michael.
Okay.
You don't know, do you?
Okay, this is getting awkward. I
What?
think I'm getting hit on by Forge. I'm gonna minimize the window now and back away from the computer. Okay, moving right along. Who's got toilet paper?
Come on, you.
You got toilet
What,
paper?
you
You
on
got toilet
YouTube?
paper. Well, now here's the real
Okay.
important question though. Lulu, you got like 2 months stock of pot on hand?
No.
You're going to be isolated with your family. You're going to want to have a lot of pot.
Oh, I wish I could.
I wish. Well, I got dabs.
Okay, that'll work.
It's just I don't have that much flour. So, I mean, I have enough dabs to last me for almost 8 months. It's just I gotta get more butane.
Butane. Okay.
Yeah, it's just I like smoky flour sometimes because I cough really hard with the dabs.
Yeah, I don't like inhaling because I cough too. That's why I was thinking edibles might be nice, but I don't know where to get edibles. I don't know where to get anything actually.
Mhm.
You make them.
Yeah, I was thinking of doing that, but then Lulu warned me that I'm going to make the place reek when I, put the stuff in the oven to prepare it to be like strained with butter and all that. Because I bought cheesecloth, thinking I was going to use this to make butter for brownies or edibles or something. And but then you told me no man, when you put it in the oven it just makes the whole house reek. I'm like, no, I can't do that. So I don't know.
You air it out.
I got to find a place that sells good edibles.
I don't think you'll
Oh, good.
find one.
Good. I think he's going to bed. Okay. That was awkward. I'm sure he'll read his phone in the morning. Not got to deal with the awkward morning apologies. Remember, if you text the wrong person and it's awkward, just say nothing the next morning. I'm sure that person would rather hear no follow-up about that and just pretend it didn't happen.
Exactly.
Okay. Anyone have any other good topics? I really thought we were just going to...
No.
I thought between coronavirus and toilet paper, whatever, why prepare material when we got, like, the whole world going to crazy? And now here I am,
Dude,
like, dying live on stream.
it's okay to die, because we all die.
Some of us sooner than others in the following weeks.
Oh, one thing I guess you can't really do. And I found this kind of amazing because of a couple of other shows. Do you know how many songs have been made about coronavirus already and have been released? There's tons of them.
Yeah, you know what? I just heard one the other day. I was, driving down the road, tuning in the radio, and this starts coming out of my radio right here.
All the frickin' toilet paper's gone. Yeah, the toilet paper's gone. Yeah, the toilet paper's gone. What the bloody hell is going on? Yeah, the toilet paper's gone. Yeah, the toilet paper's gone. Yeah, the toilet paper's gone. It's been 3 days now. I've been wiping with leaves, but they're almost gone, so I moved on to receipts. Where's all of the toilet paper gone? Yeah, the toilet paper's gone. Yeah, the toilet paper's gone. What the bloody hell is going on? Karen, stop buying all the toilet roll, you maniac. There's more of us. There's more of us. Think about all the other folks out there who need to wipe their ass.
And speaking of toilet paper, we got Brian on the line.
Yeah, so when you said you ran out of minutes, that
Finally.
means you calling me, not me calling you.
I think so.
Well, it didn't kick us out yet.
well, minutes for landline calls.
Oh, okay. So, yeah.
Although a
so
cell phone.
I called into the app.
You called it through the app. That's free.
Yeah, cool. So, yeah,
Why
I'm
you
checked into
do
the
that
hotel
before?
room, and so this is cool.
Why did he use the app before?
I was driving. He called me.
Maybe if I put a dude in front of "This is Gators," he'll read the reply. So Brian, how much toilet paper you got?
You know that's not my department. That's my the Asian missus.
The Asian missus.
Yeah.
They used the bidets, Brian.
Oh, she didn't get the word out. Actually, I mentioned bidets to her, and she didn't really react. It's funny.
She didn't react in a good way or a bad way.
No, just kind of like let it slide. That's the whole idea.
That's
right?
the whole. Jinx.
Well,
Okay, so the whole
corn
funny thing.
cobs and
Here's the whole funny thing about this whole thing.
Uh-huh.
When we moved to Singapore, and that's about 6 years ago.
Oh, I remember this.
We brought 4 years worth of toilet paper.
Because you were going to be in Singapore for 4 years.
Up to 4 years, right.
And
we brought, of course, we left after 2 years, so we brought half of it back. And actually, it was at about the 4-year mark when we did run out. So we got the count like dead on. What was funny, I was talking to Marianne.
Yeah?
She said, you could donate it. What the fuck for? I'm going to use it.
That's got a sell-by date on it. That's no good once it reaches the date. It just turns to dust.
Right, that's right.
5-Hit Dude writes in, I'm so proud that Brian has accepted that we know who his wife is now. That's
right. She thinks it's even funny that she's Asian.
Well, you told her the whole story about the book and the picture. And
Oh, yeah. Oh, totally. And then she got it.
I love that we finally came up with a joke that even Brian's wife could appreciate.
Yeah, that's right. The rest of what we do is total fucking bullshit. Oops, we got sweary again.
Oh. So she's starting to get it. We say silly things, and every
That's
now
right.
and then
That's
someone
right.
finds something funny. I'm surprised you wouldn't go for the bidet, though. I mean, like I said, I've been loving this. I'm just standing there watching people fighting over the rolls of paper like, ha ha, that's nice.
See, I don't think she has ever used one.
Well,
We were in Europe, and there was a hotel that had a bidet, and I think we both just kind of looked at it and says, what do you do with that?
you spray.
It was a separate toilet bowl.
It's pretty
with a fountain in it.
it's pretty self-explanatory. Water
right.
cleans the ass. You spray
Now, see
the water on the ass.
Thing is, so I saw this ad for bidets.
Yeah.
I forget what it was, and it says, "Hey, you don't need to plug it in, so you just squirt cold water on your ass."
No, you got to get the bidet that has the hookup for cold and hot.
And then I look at my house and I go, "Oh, that's going to be calling a plumber."
No. Under the sink, you got a hot water line coming in, right?
Yeah, but the toilets aren't that close to any sink.
Well, the bidets.
No, I take it back. The guest bedroom, this toilet is right next to the sink. That would not be a difficulty.
This is
right.
That would not be difficult. And the bidets that I have, they come with like a plastic tubing that basically you turn off the water, you unscrew the hose that's on where the hot water's coming in, and it has like a little module that you add on between the pipe and the hose that then has a little pipe off the side that you put your rubber tubing on. You could, if you need to, you could run the rubber hose around the perimeter of the room. It's probably if the toilet's not right next to the sink, it's probably not ideal to have a rubber hose going along the edge of the floor, but that's functional. I guess if you want to run the tube into the basement and then back up somewhere else, you could drill a few holes and do it that way. But yeah, no, it comes with a pretty long tube, and you can run that along the edge of the wall. And then the one thing you want to be careful about is if you have a bathroom that is located in an area of the house where there's a draft on the pipe, and the cold water line to the toilet sometimes freezes on the coldest nights of winter. You want to check that before you, because then you're going to have pure hot water spraying right on your delicate.
Right.
And
who wants to burn their ass, right?
And you don't ask me how I know about that.
Let me think.
I now have the world's most insulated toilet pipe. Because that's never happening again.
Right. Now, is this in your house that it happened, or in an apartment?
No, in the house.
Okay.
Yeah. The corner, I have the one corner of the basement that's not very well insulated, and the bathroom's right in that corner of the house. So that pipe is in the coldest spot, and it froze. But I was able to thaw it out and get that working again, and it never happened again after I stuffed a bunch of insulation in that corner.
Right.
So, easy fix.
Of course, today, if people had extra, they would be using toilet paper.
There you go.
I kind of wonder about this.
Did you?
You got
go ahead.
You got a bidet. You got a bidet. You sit there and wash out your ass, and now your ass is dripping of water. What do you do to clean the water off? What do you use?
Venison, I'll tell you, I do still use toilet paper. It's just that I use a lot less. I use a lot less toilet paper than I used in the past. I just need to use a little bit to dry off when I'm done. So we go through toilet paper a lot slower now than we used to, and I've got as you can see on my shelf behind me, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 rolls of toilet paper, and I think we got another 5 rolls under the sink still. Not to mention this pallet behind me.
You really could use a towel since it's clean, right?
Well,
you hoarder.
Well, I use the toilet. The toilet paper use is twofold. One, it dries, and two, it verifies.
Aha.
You want to do a little verification.
Right.
To
make sure it got all of the Klingons.
But I suppose I could, being that it's not as messy as like every square would be. You could probably have a bin of rags and then, use them to dry off and check and throw them in the other bin and then run a load of laundry. That probably wouldn't be so bad. Like I said, I've heard of people that just plain do that as toilet paper, that they'll use rags or whatever to be environmentally friendly. These people are called insane. But
Right.
Hey, you know what?
What?
It's not that bad of an idea.
But
there is the Lysol disinfectant detergent.
I think it's a better idea if you use it in combination with a bidet, because then you're not soiling the rags as heavily. But
I do understand that.
But if you're going to Chipotle and you don't got a bidet, I don't. Those rags are going in out the window and into the neighbor's yard. I don't.
So by the way,
want to see those rags again.
Near our Target was a Baja Fresh. And they cleared out of there about a month ago. We went by the other day and boom, a Chipotle moved in its place. Like, what the fuck?
New brand of diarrhea came into town.
That's right. No, the
by the way,
Baja Fresh is better, way better.
Yeah.
Chipotle is basically Mexican food on a steam table. So it's kind of like shit Chinese. It's shit Mexican, right?
Well, I mean, it's about a step above a roach coach, though, isn't it?
It depends on the roach coach. I've been to some really good ones.
I don't know. Anything that is called a roach coach just doesn't sound appealing to me.
Wow.
Did you visit those roach
coaches
coaches
long
near Tarco? They would be like a Thursday night. They would kind of gather up right near the old theater. They couldn't even make it as a porn theater.
I don't. What theaters is
the
now?
Lorenzo.
Oh, the Lorenzo.
That's been closed forever.
Yeah, well, that was closed before I moved there. So
yeah, right. But the last thing that happened is that some guy had it, and it says, "I know, let's show porn," and it couldn't make it. You can get your own DVD and kind of enjoy it at home.
Here's something I don't understand. Who would ever go watch porn in a movie theater?
That's what people used to do, though.
Why? I don't
know. Because they didn't have it available at home. Today, yeah, I agree.
There's no good option. You either watch the movie with a huge bulge and then use the memories to jack off later, or jack it off in a room full of people that are surrounded you that are also jacking. What was?
But they're all like-minded.
And
like Pee Wee Herman.
I mean, were people actually jacking off in theaters, or what was the intent of watching porn
Ask
in a movie
theater?
Herman. That's right, Pee Wee Herman. You're right.
Paul Rubens, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just
remember. Yeah, have you forgotten about that?
But why? Why would you even? This reminds me of when I was in college, and I signed up for a free.
No, you want to know why? Because people want to see things that they haven't seen before.
I don't know. I
mean, me and a friend of mine went into one just for the hell of it, see what it was. And the thing that got me was this chick fucking this dude in the ass with her leg stump.
I just don't find. Whoa. Okay.
Let that one by.
Did I ever tell you about the porn with the guy in the bunny costume?
Well, a lot of drive-in theaters would do porn back in the day. There was a whole neighborhood could see it. There was one near us in Connecticut.
There was a website called cybererotica.com, and I signed up for like the free 2-week trial. And at the end, and the way the free trials would work is that you had to cancel before the 2-week trial period was up, or they would automatically renew and start billing you. And I only had to have my bank cancel my debit card and issue me a new one about 3 or 4 times in the 4 years that I was. Anyways, this is before cybersecurity was thought of very wide.
Right.
And it's like, yeah, sure, take my credit card number and give me the free 2-week trial and I'll cancel it. And what could go wrong? I found out a few times what can go wrong. But anyways, so yeah, cyber erotica. For some reason, they canceled the billing. They never billed me, but they didn't turn off the password. And for like 5-10 years, this password still worked on their site. And so that was great because I didn't have to keep signing up for free trials because they had a lot of
Yay! Adult check.
Yeah, well, Adult Check was usually lame picture sites. I had an Adult Check password that also I can't.
No, I have movies.
Most of the sites that used Adult Check were picture sites. Most of the sites with lots of movies were their own pay site. Anyways, so I mentioned to my roommate junior year, like, yeah, I got a password to cyber erotica that never got canceled, and he's like, oh, cool, we should check it out. I'm like, what's this Wii stuff? I mean, if you want to check it. and he pulls
Why
up
did you mention it?
he pulls up a chair. He's like, hey, let's go check this out. Hey, let's go pull this. And I mean, I found this awkward because neither of us were going to do anything. And I'm like, why am I sitting here watching porn in a situation in which I can't act on it?
Because you're the one with the password.
He could have had the password. I think the password of that site was JTTAAB, and that was because I was listening to a lot of Jethro Tull at the time. And Thick as a Brick was a particularly favorite album of mine at the time.
Okay, say that again.
So quick venison, try it out, see if it works still.
I didn't tell you the username. No, I know that.
Just kidding.
That is the only site I ever used that password or anything like it on. That's why I feel fine.
Now, you want to talk about drive-ins? Me and a friend of mine, one day, we were out checking out the papers. Let's see a movie. And just did one of those things of writing the finger around and stopping on one at a drive-in. Some kind of weird title. I can't remember what it was. But we went to go see it. It was R-rated. They said it was R-rated. And there was a fair crowd in there. And the movie came on. It was porn. And you hear little kids in the parking lot going, Mommy, what are they doing?
Oh, no. No.
Yes. That parking lot emptied out real quick. I think we were the only 5 cars left in there.
Oops.
Out of a full parking lot, we were one of only 5 cars that were left. Everybody else just took off. Oh, and in Rhode Island, weird place, really. They had another movie on, which was, actually listed as X, and it was in a drive-in. I couldn't believe it. I watched an X-rated movie in a drive-in. Flash Gordon.
A drive-in.
That movie was fun. In a drive-in. Flash Gordon. That movie was fucking funny.
So there was a local drive-in, in Connecticut that we checked out a couple of times. So there was 3 of us, me, my brother, and a buddy of ours. Me and we're in his car. me and my brother were hiding in the trunk as we drove in, so we only paid one fare.
The statute of limitations is up on this, I take it.
And then we, you could climb from the trunk into the main cabin.
Right.
So it wasn't obvious. But we got caught anyway, and they didn't actually throw us out.
Did they make you pay for your tickets, though?
I can't remember. I'm trying to think back. Or either that, we used the snack bar, and this is not close enough.
I see. Yeah, we got them for concessions. We're good. Yeah, well, I don't know. I think Gothard used to have stories about there was a drive-in theater up in Maine that at some point it fell on hard times and they tried to stay open by, running porn. And so every now and then you might catch a glimpse of a nipple as you're driving by it at the right angle. You might.
Cool.
I might be misremembering.
I gotta watch that movie again.
Yeah. You do that. No, but I just.
That was cool.
But going back to cyber erotica, so one night I'm browsing and there was a page of different streaming videos that would stream right on the site, and there was a section that was labeled weird. And if you see a section in a porn site that's labeled weird, you click on it. Why? Because you're curious. What is the weird shit that people are up to? And I click on play, and this woman that might have some dominatrix attire on, holding some kind of riding crop, looks straight to the camera and goes, "You've been a bad, bad bunny." And it cuts to this dorky-looking guy in a bunny costume, complete with hood, with ears coming out of it. And he's like, "Whips?" She's like, "Yeah, we got whips. Now hop. Hop." And he's there, hopping down the hallway like a dorky guy wearing a bunny costume with this, hood just kind of fly. It was I wish I could find this video. And then it cuts to, this teenage...
Furries.
It cuts to this teenage kid that's in the house next door watching through his window, rubbing his crotch through his jeans, and his mother's knocking on the door, knock, knock, knock. "Danny, you all right in there, Danny? What are you doing in there?" "I'm fine, Mom. I'm fine." Well, he's here with the binoculars looking. "Let me into this room. I'm working my homework, Mom." I don't know what the point of this was. The thing cut out before it got to the end of the movie, so I never got to see the climax, so to speak. But yeah, if anyone else ever saw that one and know where I could find a copy, I'd really like to see how. I'm sure they all lived happily ever after.
Sure, that's why you wanted to see it.
It was very weird. I was not aroused.
Uh-huh.
I was not aroused.
Uh-huh.
I wonder what happens if I Google "you've been a bad, bad bunny." Let's Bad Bunny featuring Drake, Daddy Yankee and Bad Bunny, Volva official video. Let's see. Apparently, Bad Bunny is a musical act. Bad Bunny hops over Shakira's. Okay, all right. Well, so much. We can't find the porn because
it was on James Corden one night.
All right. Well, now that there's a Bad Bunny, we can't find the Bad Bunny porn.
Oh, come to think of it, they were on all that too.
Anyways, oh my God! Look at where has the time gone? It is.
I do have one buddy video you might like.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you might not like it. He gets whipped one.
Anyways, on that note, it's time to put another fun-filled edition of the.
I've got to find Flesh Gordon.
It's time to put another fun-filled edition of.
Insert title here.
To bed here because that's it's that hour. But, we do try to be educational around here, and I hope you've learned a little something about washing hands or using toilet paper or using bidets or any other things.
Wait. I gotta get this out.
Well, I mean,
Yo,
we got the closing
there's one
music
thing-
going,
wait.
and it's 4 minutes past
And then
time.
it's still, whoopee. There was one thing that I remember from that movie that was funny as hell for work. One time my dispatcher was barking out orders, and I went in, with the full attention, saluted him and said, "Yes, your protuberance." Protuberance. Yeah. And he yelled at me.
What's that?
What? What did you call me? I'm looking it up in a dictionary, and if I don't like it, you're fired. The boss hadn't heard it. The boss dropped down to his knees. I thought he was going to die. He was just like totally heaving in laughter.
What was this word?
Protuberance.
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 Oh, something that protrudes from something else.
Yeah.
Okay.
In other words, I call them boner.
Ah, nice.
They threw a saber at me.
Well,
They threw a saber at me as I ran out of the room.
So you called him a protuberance, and he was all like,
What's that?
Yes, you're a protuberance.
Mm-hmm.
While standing at attention and saluting.
all right. Well, on
A
that
scene
note,
from Flash Gordon.
What have we all learned this week? Lulu, what have you learned?
I don't know what I've learned.
Well, you learned something about rings. Oh, I'm sorry. You were trying to forget that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I had to remind you. What about you, Venison? What have you learned this week?
Well, I've learned that you can't take a little, surgery online. and oh my God, I forgot the second one. Damn it! I lost it.
Okay. Brian, you still here?
Yeah.
Hey, what did you learn?
So yeah, Venison, that was easy come, easy go. He learned something new and then he forgot it. So I learned that when the Skype host calls you on a landline, when it runs out of money, it just system failure.
Exactly.
But if I call through the Skype app, I can get through and there's no problem. He hasn't disconnected us yet.
Cool. Venison, what was the other thing you learned?
Yeah, I learned that even though you come on here and preach the wonders of the bidet, and bidet this and bidet that, you still use a little toilet paper. Then you go out and buy half the store that other people need.
I just,
for that little tiny bit.
I just do a
that
little
you're supposed to
verification.
use.
I just got one pack under the sink.
Verification, my ass.
Have you seen that picture going around of the shall we say the water closet?
The water
'cause
closet?
He's got so much toilet paper, he mounts toilet papers all around the room. The other walls, the ceiling, and everything. It's pretty funny.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
And I've learned.
Yeah, as far as verification of ass, this is the way you verify it. You use the toilet paper, enough of it, so you can stick your finger up the hole and make sure you got all of it out.
Yeah, we don't
and
want
I don't
no
think a bidet will. Yeah, I don't think a bidet will get that far. And it stops you from having skid marks.
And I've learned that we have finally achieved a level of funny on this show that Brian's Asian wife acknowledges.
Right.
Now we need to have her on the show sometime.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that'll never happen.
We made her laugh. That's worth something. That's got to be worth a
right.
call.
I think she'll savor that like a good Chinese food.
And yes, dude, Max are safe from me. And Ag, Johnny save us from what?
From what? But we're going to go, you know what? Ray Rachel is live right now, and I think she's doing some painting. And she's doing the best kind of painting. The kind of painting that I wish I was doing. But go ahead and check her out. And
here we go. He's going back to porn.
No, this is not porn. This is not porn. This is art.
Right.
Yes.
It's art.
They say that about porn, too.
It's art.
You read the magazine just for the articles.
To be honest, I didn't even know there were articles in those magazines. But I was surprised.
I did.
I was surprised when
That's how I learned about the extended sexual orgasm.
You know, you go through life, and at some point you learn about magazines like that, and you kind of have the idea that those magazines are for one thing and one thing only. And then you find a box of them, and you find out that you have to look up in the table of contents where the pictures are, and that there's way more articles and pictures. And I'm like, why the hell don't they just make the whole magazine pictures?
Well, they want to show that they're Playboy in particular wants to show that they're classy.
Lumish ruined my joke. She'd go, you'd have to shave if you wanted to paint like she does. No, I mean, she paints on her body, and I'd like to paint on her body, but never mind.
Never mind.
Dude, if you're getting a magazine with articles, you're not doing it right.
I finally learned that what you want to do is you want to go to the section called Pictorials in the table of contents, write down all the numbers there, and then turn to those pages.
Yeah.
That is.
Why don't they just give you an index of just those?
I don't know. Why don't they just make the magazine only those? Anyways,
somebody wants to read the articles.
Who's reading these articles?
I am.
Oh, you have fun with that there.
Like I said, I learned,
you know
how to perform an extended sexual orgasm.
Here we go.
Because an in-depth article in one of those magazines.
I figured it out.
Can we just make him stop talking about sex, please?
I figured it out. The articles, where do these magazines typically end up? On the back of a toilet. So you look at the pictures while you're going, and then you use the articles to wipe when you're done because you couldn't get any toilet paper. Thank you, everyone. Good night.
There we go.
Stay tuned for Ray Rachel. Don't tell her I talked about toilet paper, please.
Oh,
good
man,
night.
You're gross. You use the articles while you're taking a shit, and then look at pictures when you're done. Anything else is gross.
Oh, wow, he's still going.
Ah. Damn right. Again, Johnny's not doing it right.
We're gonna raid. Wait, is it? Oh, over there is where the countdown is. All right. Good night, everyone.
We'll see ya.
Good night. Good night.
Night.